Good morning, friends. Today is Tuesday. Did you guys all see that it rained yesterday, last night? It's wild. I hope you're all doing well. Let's get started with our 5 deep breaths. Ready? Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Last one. Breathe in, breathe out. All right, I'm going to pick a song for us to sing. I am a pizza. Okay, you guys ready? All right. I am a pizza. I am a pizza with extra cheese, with extra cheese. From tomatoes, from tomatoes. Sauce is squeezed, sauce is squeezed. Onions and mushrooms, onions and mushrooms. Oregano, oregano. I am a pizza, ready to go. Oh, je suis a pizza, je suis a pizza, avec du fromage, avec du fromage, beaucoup de sauce, beaucoup de sauce, des tomates, des tomates, des oignons et champignons, des oignons et champignons, épices mélangées, épices mélangées. Je suis a pizza, prête à manger. Oh, I am a pizza. I am a pizza. Pepperonis, pepperonis. No anchovies, no anchovies. Or phony baloney, phony baloney. I am a pizza. I am a pizza. Order by phone. Order by phone. I am a pizza. Please take me home. Oh, I am a pizza. I am a pizza. The peppers on top. Peppers on top. Out of the oven. Out of the oven. And into the box. Into the box. Into the car and into the car and upside down, upside down. I am a pizza dropped on the ground. Oh, I was a pizza. I was a pizza. I was the best. I was the best. I was a pizza. Now I'm a mess. All right. So today for our story, I have to tell you, friends, update to yesterday. There is still a fly in my apartment, in case you were curious. It actually landed on my paper earlier while I was doing something else. So, in case you were concerned, still fly in my apartment. All right, we're gonna read a story. Oh, let me go back to the front page. Okay, so we're gonna read a story today called Rosie, Revere, Engineer. Friends, do you know what an engineer is? Give me a thumbs up if you know what an engineer is. Engineer is a person who like builds things or plans things or kind of designs things, invents things. Pretty cool job to be an engineer. Um, so let's see what kinds of things Rosie Revere is going to engineer. This is the story of Rosie Revere, who dreamed of becoming a great engineer. In Lila Greer's classroom at Blue River Creek, young Rosie sat shyly, not daring to speak. And she's the only kid who has her mouth closed. But when no one saw her, she peeked in the trash for treasures to add to her engineer's stash. And late at night, Rosie rolled up her sleeves and built in her hideaway under the eaves. Alone in her attic, the moon high above, dear Rosie made gadgets and gizmos she loved. And when she grew sleepy, she hid her machines far under the bed where they'd never be seen. Look at kind of all the stuff that she has. She has all these different little pieces that she's putting together to build different things. They call them gadgets and gizmos. When Rosie was young, she had not been so shy. She worked with her hair swooping over one eye and made fine inventions for uncles and aunts, a hot dog dispenser and helium pants. So you see, here's her hot dog dispenser. And here are her helium pants. The uncle she loved most was zookeeper Fred. She made him a hat to keep snakes off his head, from parts of a fan and some cheddar cheese spray, which everyone knows keeps the pythons away. I have to move myself so I can read that. And when it was finished, young Rosie was proud, but Fred slapped his knee and he chuckled out loud. He laughed till he wheezed and his eyes filled with tears, all to the horror of Rosie Revere, who stood there embarrassed, perplexed, and dismayed. She looked at the cheese hat and then looked away. Oh, I love it, Fred hooted. Oh, truly I do. But Rosie Revere knew that could not be true. She stuck the cheese hat on the back of her shelf and after that day kept her dreams to herself. Friends, how do you think Rosie felt? Look at her face. See her uncle and all the snakes. Yeah, she looks like she feels like pretty sad and embarrassed. But I don't think her uncle was trying to be mean. I think maybe he just thought it was funny. Sometimes people hurt your feelings without even meaning to. And that's how it went until one autumn day, her oldest relation showed up for a stay. Her great-great-aunt Rose was a true dynamo who'd worked building airplanes a long time ago. She told Rosie tales of the things she had done and goals she had checked off her list one by one. She gave a sad smile as she looked to the sky. The only thrill left on my list is to fly. But time never lingers as long as it seems. I'll chalk that one up to an old lady's dreams. You can see this is her aunt, her great-great-aunt Rose, helping to build airplanes back when she was younger. That night, as Rosie laid wide-eyed in bed, a daring idea crept into her head. Could she build a gizmo to help her aunt fly? She looked at the cheese hat and said, "No, not I." Maybe she still feels embarrassed that her uncle laughed at her. But questions are tricky and some hold on tight, and this one kept Rosie awake through the night. So when dawn approached and red streaks lit the sky, young Rosie knew just how to make her aunt fly. She was awake all night thinking about it. She worked and she worked until half the day. No, let's start over. She worked and she worked till the day was half gone, then hauled her cheese copter out onto the lawn to give her invention a test just to see the ridiculous flop it might turn out to be. Strapped into the cockpit, she flipped on the switch. The helio cheese copter spluttered and twitched. It floated a moment and whirled round and round, then froze for a heartbeat and crashed to the ground. Then Rosie heard laughter and turned round to see the old woman laughing and slapping her knee. She laughed till she wheezed and her eyes filled with tears, all to the horror of Rosie Revere, who thought, "Oh no, never, not ever again will I try to build something to sputter or spin or build with a lever, a switch, or a gear, and never will I be a great engineer." She turned round to leave, but then great-great-aunt Rose grabbed hold of young Rosie and pulled her in close and hugged her and kissed her and started to cry. "You did it! Hooray! It's the perfect first try. This great flop is over. It's time for the next." Young Rosie was baffled, embarrassed, perplexed. "I failed," said dear Rosie. "It's just made of trash. Didn't you see it? The cheese copter crashed." "Yes," said her great aunt, "it crashed. That is true. But first, it did just what you needed to do. Before it crashed, Rosie. Before that, it flew. Your brilliant first flop was a raging success. Come on, let's get busy and on to the next. She handed a notebook to Rosie Revere, who smiled at her aunt as it all became clear. Life might have its failures, but this was not it. The only true failure can come if you quit. They're all different planes that have to do with women. They worked till the sun sneaked away to its bed. Aunt Rose tied her headscarf around Rosie's head and sent her to sleep with a smile into ear to ear to dream the bold dreams of a great engineer. At Blue River Creek, all the kids in grade 2 build gizmos and gadgets and doohickeys too. With each perfect failure, they all stand and cheer, but none quite as proudly as Rosie Revere. Oh, friends, what do you think these people are? What all these gizmos and gadgets and doohickeys do? So cool. The end. Friends, maybe we'll read these books next. Ada Twist, Scientist, and Iggy Peck, Architect, because those are books by the same author. All right, maybe we'll do that this week. All right. Thanks for reading with me, friends. I love you. I miss you. I'll see you next time. Bye.